welcome to the Magical Girl May Magical Podcast.
Yay!
I got my two favorite people, Twins Inc. That's me. And Allison, are you?
That's me.
And we're gonna do a podcast to talk about how fun Magical Girl May was this year. Yeah. I had a lot of fun. I didn't. It sucked. I was, after I did Magical Girl May last year, I was nervous no one would like it. And then it would be like, there's no point in doing another year. But here we are. People like it. People do like it. And they liked it this year as well. For example, what I mean by that is, so last year for Magical Girl May, I did a video, like I was ranking the designs in Magical Girl Raising Project. And that was fun and cool and nice, whatever. But then this year, starting in May, like, that video started, like circulating again. I started getting a lot more comments on it again. Yeah. And I was like, it must be because it's May!
Yeah, it kept popping up in my recommendeds too. That was very funny.
It's a good video, too. It is. It's perfect. Just like me. So, I figure we'll talk about some magical girl stuff we all did this May.
Yeah, we were busy.
Yeah, we were. Who wants to go first? Who wants to talk about what they've been up to? I've got something to share.
Dude,
I watched Magia Record, the anime, and it was very fun and cool. I played the mobile game a while ago, back when it was available in the West. Yeah. It's not anymore. That sucks. But finally, I'd been meaning to watch it for forever. But I watched the anime, and I watched it subbed. I watched the Japanese dub of it because that was all available. They've only dubbed in English the first season, and I wanted to watch all of it. It was very good. I'm not gonna spoil it. But I will say, if you like Madoka Magica, you will still like Magia Record. The pacing is fine. It definitely feels like an anime based on a mobile game. Sometimes the pacing can be a little slow and a little fast. But overall, it was nice. It was good. There were only like 2 episodes that I feel were bad, and it was because clearly they must have been running out of budget, because like everything was suddenly off screen. Like, you would hear, like, swing attack noises while you're looking at the background. And then the very next shot is them on a truck, and it's like, okay. But that was only 2 episodes. The rest of it was really good. It was a great story. So, yeah, Magia Record is a big recommendation from me. And you don't and if you haven't played the mobile game, that's alright. You won't be lost. You won't be excluded at all. It doesn't do that thing where it's like, it sure is shoehorning in a bunch of characters from the mobile game. It is a really big cast, but it feels like pertinent to the story, rather than just being, here's another waifu you can get in your waifu game, you know?
Yes.
So yeah, it was great.
Nice.
I didn't watch any new Magical Girl shows. I was too busy.
Same. Yeah, same.
I watched High Guardian Spice, which I thought was gonna be a Magical Girl show. I was wrong. It's not really. It counts. There's magic and girls. They do transformations, I think. In one episode they do, yes. Oh, only in one? Yeah. Thought it was a more common thing than that. But I enjoyed it. It was not nearly as terrible as everyone said it was, which was a very lovely surprise.
Your video was really good. You did a good job at clarifying your point of view, because I know that this is across the board a pretty unpopular one, for a few reasons. But yeah, you did a good job in showcasing that, like it's not the worst thing that has ever come out.
A lot of the criticism tends to feel like you're just kind of reaching for things to hate because you don't want to like it. I think a big reason for that is like how the people in charge of the show behaved leading up to it. I'll admit that I'm not an expert on it, but one of the, like, lead directors or someone high up in the High Guardian Spice chain, in terms of production, I think they went on, like, a really, like, anti-man tirade on Twitter. They did something publicly that was very, like, antagonistic and pretty not okay. And I think that's why so many people went from going, this is just a pretty boring show that's nothing special, to I don't like this show because the creator is an asshole, it seems.
Yeah, I understand that. On that note, I would give 2 points. 1, so many other shows, people are willing to forgive the creators for things. For creators' behavior on stuff. And I don't think it's fair to judge the entire show based off of one person in production. But also on that note, I highly recommend watching a YouTuber named Daft Pina. He has really good critique videos, and he discussed that in detail on his video about High Guardian Spice, which is just also a very well-educated and intelligent video in general.
Nice. Yeah, that is a fair point. A lot of people do work on these kind of projects. Yeah, I can totally understand it from as an enlightened centrist. I can totally understand the both sides of this, of being a consumer and not wanting a show to be talking down to you, but also like a lot of people did work hard on something, so but yeah, It was a good video. You did good.
Thanks.
Doesn't necessarily mean I want to watch it.
I don't know.
It doesn't.
Quite frankly, it looks boring as sin.
Like, if you want just, like, fluff, great. You want, like, a story?
You want something that looks good?
It's
not for you, then.
It seems like something that, for me, would tread the strange line in it's not a child, like a kid cartoon, but at the same time it has the same level of, like, kind of feeling like fluff, in terms of how much I would be engaged with it. So it's just kind of a weird middle ground kind of product that's just, it just doesn't look like my cup of tea, but
nah. I feel like whatever their next project's gonna be will do much better, and they'll learn from a lot of their mistakes with this one.
Yeah.
If they get a budget.
I'd hope so. Because if they don't, then it's like, okay, maybe let's have a couple little red flags.
Of all my videos this month, I think the one I had the most fun making was ranking the Sailor Moon transformations.
That was a good video.
That was fun.
I was
impressed
really
fun
as well, because it's like 30-ish minutes long, and you talk about like 50 of their transformations, and a lot of their transformations are really similar, especially for not Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Like the other Sailor Senshi, their transformations are a lot more similar across the board to each other. And I'm impressed that I never got bored, like, listening to you explain the small intricacies on why you felt some were better than others. So, great job.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been something I would have even thought to, like, oh, let's do a review on this, or a video on this. It was, yeah, great idea.
I was gonna do something totally different. I was gonna talk about Steven Universe, I think. But then I had the idea to do the Sailor Moon thing, and I was like, get Steven out of here, get Sailor Moon in. I want to do that one.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, because we had kind of debated on whether or not Steven Universe counted as a magical girl show.
And then after it was pointed out to me that, like, I think it was Twins. Twins was like, I don't think High Guardian Spice is actually a magical girl show either. And I was like, isn't it? And then I was like, well, dang, I'm not going to do any actual magical girl shows.
And that was the thing. Yeah, it was the fact that you were doing both. Because, like, having one fringe magical girl show yeah, that's fine, whatever, you know? It's close enough to a magical girl show. Why not? But the fact that you had two that were like, I don't know if I'd call either of those a magical girl show.
Yeah, when you have multiple that it's, like, debatable.
Yeah. I can see why you feel Steven Universe counts as a magical girl show. Personally, I don't. But that just means you can talk about it all year.
Yeah, I would say that it could count for sure. But at the same time, a lot of the reasons why I am like, oh yeah, it could count as a magical girl show because of this, and this. It takes a lot of inspiration from, like, anime in general. So I think that there are a lot of things that it's like, oh, well, transformations and fusions and so, and it's like, well, Dragon Ball.
Exactly. I was gonna say, you're describing Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I think one could make the argument that Dragon Ball is a magical girl show for boys.
Yeah. If you really want a hot dog as a sandwich, this.
Yeah. But no one's really gonna be like, what's your favorite magical girl show? Oh, Dragon Ball.
Yeah, and if you do, you're that guy.
Yeah, you're being contrarian for
just
fun.
For one thing these 2 years of Magical May has taught me is that I am apparently much more, like, lax with what I consider magical girl content in general. Because I was like, yeah, Steven Universe, High Garden Spice, duh. And then it's like, no. And I was like, no. But I made the May thing. I think I would have thought about it.
You did last year, didn't you? Wasn't your She-Ra video in Magical Girl May too?
She-Ra is a magical girl. I think She-Ra counts, though. She-Ra definitely counts.
And Rosario Vampire was last year.
Yeah, that one is a lot more questionable.
I'm really glad that was my first Magical Girl May video, the Rosario Vampire one, because I can use it as a really handy excuse to explain myself when I go, no, it definitely is a magical girl show, though.
I think, personally, you have to set about making a magical girl show. Like, I don't think you can just pick something and be like, oh yeah, that's a magical girl. I think the creator has to be like, I'm making a magical girl thing. And that's what makes it truly a magical girl show or comic or whatever it is. That's just true. But that's just personally.
Yeah.
Because I think otherwise the genre does have such a wide expanse.
Yeah.
That, like, it's not like other genres where a horror, what goes into horror? It's scary. Magical girl shows can be happy, they can be sad, they can be scary, they can be benign, they can be a whole lot of things. Yeah. So, and I think that's why you need kind of Word of God in order to help solidify that a little bit, to a degree at least.
A very good point, because it's like you can stretch the definition so much. And like even with, like, I would definitely say that, like, Cardcaptor Sakura is, like, one of the OG, like if you're, like, listing off magical girl shows quickly, you're gonna say that one.
100%.
Cardcaptor Sakura doesn't have transformations. Like, she just puts on different cosplay like that her friend makes her. Like, she's not physically transforming. I mean, I guess she can like get wings with fly, but like that's not a transformation. Like that's considered one of the hallmarks kind of magical girl anime. So like it's kind of wibbly wobbly.
And even the other major pillar in the, like, hallmark definitions of magical girl, it's girl, so it has to be girl central. One of my favorite magical girl shows is Cute Earth Defense High Club Love, and it's all boys. And I say it is resoundingly a magical girl show, and that's in air quotes. Magical girl is a genre, not a rule book.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, and that was also the thing about, like, people being like what can I draw? What can I make? What can I create for this? Like, does it have to be people who identify as women specifically? And it's like, absolutely not. Like, magical girl.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, it's just a title. Like anyone, whatever you identify as, can be that. So
exactly. So yeah, that's why it's such a fun, broad, and honestly, discussing what counts as a magical girl show can be a lot of fun because of that.
Yeah.
Because everyone's opinion is valid.
And you can tell because we got super derailed doing that.
Rewinding all the way back to Sailor Moon, with my top 50 ranked thing, I was really surprised that a lot of comments were like, you didn't include my favorite. And it was all unanimously, like, the same decision with each other, which was the 90s version of... I don't remember what it was called. It wasn't even on my list. It didn't make the list. And I was
Eternals,
just like...
I think, maybe?
It's something like that. And it just confused me, because there was a few more that I had... that just didn't make the list in general. Like, the 3D versions of Sailor Jupiter and Sailor Venus, just because they were so boring to me. They didn't invoke any thought for me, and this was one of them, and I was just like, I mean, it's fine, but there were 50 others that I had something to say about, and I wanted to include each of the girls' original transformation somewhere in there. Which is what I include in Saturn's non-transformation.
I guess it's like something is always going to be someone's like first time experiencing something, and I feel like more often than not that tends to be the one that like gets like, that's my favorite. So maybe you just got like a bunch of people from the same generation who are like, no, my thing.
Maybe. It may also be connected to a very exciting like moment. I'm not very familiar with when every transformation happens in Sailor Moon, but if it's like, no, it's my favorite because they got that transformation when they something friendship beat the bad guy, got an upgrade, you know, like a really pivotal moment in the story. Because so even if it's not that impressive, it's like, but the chapter was so good, you know?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you got a lot of comments that were like, next time you should rank all their attacks. And I don't know. It's like, are their attacks that interesting? Like,
there's Mercury a lot of them.
Mercury shoots out bubbles. I don't know.
I think it was a similar concept because like there's a lot of attacks, and it's a similarly reused animation type thing. It's also a little bit higher quality than the rest of the show.
I guess it just strikes me a little bit like ranking my top 100 favorite Pokemon moves, and it's like...
Especially from what like, like early Pokemon, where it's like, Pidgeotto.
What do you say about...
Just go!
It's like, what do you say about agility? They ran back and forth a little bit. I don't
know. No, I definitely want to do more ranking magical girl transformations again in the future.
I hope you do Madoka ones, because those ones are kind of whack.
I do want to do this. In fact, that sounds so fun, I might not wait till next May to do that. I might just do it at some point in time.
Speaking of, let's talk about your Madoka stuff, because your Madoka videos are hands down, next to your Nuzlocke, which you have abandoned, is my favorite kind of content that you produce.
I also liked Nuzlocke.
It's because you're doing the thing I want people, like, the witches and the different magical girls and the different, like, this lore stuff that you're dissecting to trying to figure out. That's exactly what I want people to do. I'm like, I want to know all that!
And, like, I remember, because, like, I wasn't even, we didn't even have any YouTube channel or anything at the time, but I was just... like, at school, on my phone, just going through every single page on the Madoka wiki, and I, like, trying to find as much information as I could, and I was like, we're missing things here. I can tell there's, there's details that I think we could go look into more.
Yeah,
and then I was like,
things
or
like,
do it.
Or, like, the wiki sometimes is, like, weird, and it'll go off onto, like, and this definitely means this, and it's like, That's a stretch. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a
The
weird
Madoka
one.
Wiki. I don't know how often the Madoka Wiki pulls a FNAF game theory and decides something is canon without like word of God.
Oh no,
about
it's
it.
not like oh this is canon, but like this could mean this, or like specifically I'm
they
thinking
do have
of
you're
the
right.
candle
yeah.
one. I drew her. That's why I remember this. What's the candle witch?
Kyoko's witch
Yeah.
form.
There's
yes.
there's goldfish in the background, and the wiki was like, fish could mean this, and in this religion, and in this, and it also means fortune, and it's like I like one of those things that you said, I'm like, yeah, but then you named like 40 other things.
Yeah. It's like, what is every single symbolism
the
of
etymology,
fish?
the whole history of the word fish.
If you say every possible thing, you're gonna be right.
I feel like it happens a lot, especially with like names. Like they'll be, especially witch names. It's like, this witch name is Barbara. Barbara was like the patron saint of sudden death. That's true. That's 100% fact. I did not make that up. But then they go into like 900 iterations of what Barbara could mean or allude to. It's like,
What a
Barbara
sick-
Streisand also had blonde hair. And it's like, alright, I think we're stretching.
Perhaps
a
a
sick,
reference
nasty
to
thing.
a Berber.
What a sick, nasty thing to be the patron saint of, by the way. I want to be that. The
only reason I know that, the only reason I know Barbara is the patron saint of sudden death is because a long time ago, we had our own art challenge with each other, the three of us, where we designed ourselves as magical girls and as witches. And I remember, because I said twins would become Barbara, named after the patron saint of death. That was your witch form.
My only critique with your video, by the way, though, is that you, since you talked about characters that had visuals, you didn't get to do that thing where you grab a character from a different property and represent the girl in silhouette. Because guessing the girls is the most fun thing for me.
I love that.
Because you pick characters who are, like, thematically relevant. Like, you were talking about, like, some witch who maybe have drowned, and so you used Misty, and it's like...
Yeah.
I love that. I'm so... That's the thing. Yeah, you're providing very interesting, like, facts and stuff about Madoka Magica, but I get to play... guess that character.
Who's that Pokemon?
Exactly.
Well,
Speaking
enough
of Pokemon, I
enough
did
about
that.
my stuff. Let's talk about your
Oh my
stuff.
gosh,
Yeah,
you worked so hard.
Oh my, I mentioned in the video that it was on the 29th of April that I was like, you know what, I think I want to play a video game for Magical Girl May. And at first I was thinking about doing Minecraft and, like, bullshitting some Minecraft quest to do. Like, oh, I gotta make myself a magical girl, so I need to, like, tame a cat, like my familiar, and get some kind of rod, like a witch's, like a Sakura weapon thing. And then I fell asleep, and then I woke up, and I was like, Pokemon! Duh. And I was like, that's a great idea. I wish I started doing this a month ago. Because I knew it would be all the work in the world.
Worth
It's
it,
like
though.
every day, every single day, I'd go and be real quiet because you were recording for like the whole day.
Just playing
Just
through
so much Pokemon.
That's like your best video. And I say
Thank
that about
you.
all of your new videos, but this really is like the best of your content I've ever seen.
I'm
super
really
funny.
happy with it too. I gotta agree. I hope that my viewers don't get tired of gameplay, because get ready to see more of that. Because that's too much fun.
Yeah, it was great. It was amazing, and I fully support this journey into gameplay tube because
yeah.
because yeah, that was awesome.
There were so many problems. I had so many issues as well. Like, things like my editing software doesn't like long videos, and so I have to edit in chunks. But even then, editing down my audio and my everything, like, it would just desync. I don't know how this happened, and so it was just a nightmare having to edit it together. And my final recording, the final session that I recorded, I have no idea what happened, but my computer decided to shit itself. And, like, it kept skipping my gameplay footage. My gameplay footage was, like, corrupted to some degree, and so my audio kept getting desynced, and I lost, actually, fun fact, I lost the ending of the Zacian Eternatus fight. I didn't have that. I'm where you catch the Pokemon, actually. I didn't have the audio from the game. Like, it just skipped forward, and, like, cut off right as the dogs are, like, flying away. And I'm like, I need that whole clip. And so I had to edit it together using someone else's audio, and I made it fade to white faster so that you could see that it doesn't just hideously cut out where it's supposed to.
Wow.
Everything was a nightmare. And that's on top of drawing, like, 57 characters.
Yeah.
But that was definitely the best part, though.
Yeah.
Like, it was like seeing you, like, you got your starter, and then we see your first Magical Girl starter, and I was like, oh my god, this is my new favorite thing ever.
I know, right? And it was
it added so much to the video. Like, it would not... it was already a fun video, but it made it so much more to get to see them.
It turned them into real characters.
Yeah.
Instead of just, oh, my Pokemon, but they're magical girls, wink, wink,
Yeah, and I was super impressed with how you did the evolution, because I thought, once Ralts evolved into, what's the middle evolution?
Curlia.
Once it evolved into Curlia, I thought it would look totally different, but I loved how it just, like, got accessories, like changed its hair and stuff like that. That was way more fun.
Because also, that was way more easy. Because for the ones that did change pretty drastically, like my Feebas to my Milotic, that was more hard to do.
Unavoidable, though. It's like, you have a Feebas and a Milotic.
I know, right?
It's like, it's gonna change a bit.
That's the whole point.
A little bit of an extreme puberty.
I appreciate my viewers so much, because I'm a loon who decides to make 57 unique characters for a video like this, and then only the people who follow me are the ones who are like, I'm gonna draw all of them. I appreciate their tenacity.
I'm glad that they have the same batshit energy that you do.
You should share on Twitter that big ol' final shot of them all together with the sword.
I will, yeah. I was thinking about maybe making that available as, like, a print you could get on my Teespring shop. But I just haven't done that. So I will. I will either when it is available on Teespring, or when I figure out that it won't be available on Teespring.
So, Allison, have you been working on anything that you want to discuss right now?
Oh, geez. Yeah, man, I've been busy. So at the time of us recording this podcast, my new Patreon is still currently under review, but by the time you post this video, everything should be up and ready to go. So yeah, I'm writing a book. It's a combination of a book and an art series. And holy shit. I haven't thought about, like, anything else in so long. Like when May was approaching, I was like really like coyly like, or I tried to be like, hey, so are we gonna do Magical Girl May this year? And you guys were like, yeah, and I was like, it's time. It's finally time. I can't just keep putting it off.
Well, what's it about? Give us the back of the book.
Give us your
synopsis.
Yeah. Okay, so the back of the book synopsis is that it's a story about a witch named Maria, a novice witch, as she learns magic and makes friends and eats good food and saves the world. And so this is not like surprising for anyone who has seen anything about my content. There are elements of horror, blood and gore, and dark themes. So if you are sensitive to those kind of things, please be aware of that before engaging with this story. And yeah, that's about all I'll say about the plot for now. But something that I will say, if you haven't seen my announcement on Twitter or in my announcement video, is that the first chapter is available for free for everyone to read. And yeah, I have links to that everywhere. So the links to that will be on the Guardian Witch Twitter account, as well as in the description of my announcement video. And if you just go to the Patreon itself, it is there for the public to read.
Nice.
And
Yay!
all artwork for the series is going to be for free. So you don't have to be a patron to see any of that. That is all going to be on the Twitter and Patreon site as well.
I am
Nice.
so jazzed. It's good. I've read the first chapter, and it's really dang good.
It was very nerve-wracking sharing it with you guys. I don't share my stories with you very often. So it was a very vulnerable moment for me, but also very exciting. Yeah, I'm very excited about all of this.
I've seen jazzed.
I've seen Allison's first picture. I assume it's the first of Maria, and she's very pretty. She has different colored hair than I thought she did.
Yeah, because you had
also
only
excited.
seen black and white images of her before.
Yeah, I've helped you learn how to work in color.
Yeah.
On digital.
Finally figured it out after years and years.
Yeah, I finally figured out to put your line art on top.
I just listen. I'm just a dumb traditional art bitch. I go from down to up and just stack it all. And everyone who knows anything about digital art is like, no, what are you doing?
No, don't do it that way.
Why are you doing it like this? You're making it so hard on yourself.
So I'm excited that this means that we'll get more regular Allison art.
Yes.
Because I like Allison's art.
Yeah.
Allison's
She
art
doesn't
is
draw
great.
enough because she's stupid.
Well, what a fun, broad gambit of stuff we've done, but across the three of us for Magical Girl May. We went from just video essays to gameplay footage to whole ass book stuff.
Yeah.
What a fun
I've
spread.
become a PNG tuber on
You
stream.
did,
Yeah.
and you look amazing.
I've transformed into a very pretty cool new design, and I wanted that to be part of Magical Magical Girl May as well.
And also, definitely equally as important news for this podcast, we all are magical critters. If you haven't looked at the screen yet and noticed, we're all magical.
I'm so excited. We can't see it right now. Critter hasn't shown us what it looks like yet, and I'm like, I want to see it.
I'm so excited.
I thought about taking pictures to share with you guys, but then I was like, no, I won't. They have to watch the podcast.
I love listening to the dulcet tones of my own voice, so easy peasy.
I gotta be real, I don't like listening to myself. I'll listen to our podcast like once and be like, nice, and then I avoid it forever.
But then the ones where it's just the like me and twins, and then you're like, hell yeah, listen to that one.
I'm like, why do I talk so slowly? So annoying.
You're articulated. You don't talk like a stupid.
Yeah, you don't do what I just did, where you fumble over all your words and.
I'm like so sure. I think I'm developing a stutter, and I think it's getting worse.
Oh no!
Yeah. Letter
just
M.
talk better.
Just talk good, idiot.
Exactly.
That's what happens when you start working from home. You become a weird gremlin recluse, and you lose social functions.
But we three are not the only ones who participated in the fun of Magical Girl May this year.
Yay!
Yeah. We got some people making dope-ass fan art of their own magical girls, and some fan art of some of Twins' magical girls, and some other stuff, too.
I'm sorry for laughing. I wanted to come in way too hard and be like, yeah, some of you loser-ass dorks drew some things, too. And then I was like, let's reel it back.
Just reel back the bullying. So let's check out some of the, I've retweeted all of these, so if you need to find any of them, go check them all out on their Twitters. There'll be also visuals on screen where you can see the person, their handle, whatever, Twitter, whatever's, you know.
Do you have links to these tweets in the description?
I can.
Or in a pinned comment?
I can.
Nice.
Definitely.
Hate to burden you like that.
Give me something
Can
to do
you, which means you have to now.
Yeah.
Like, thanks for pointing it out. So let's start with this first one from Mr. Magius.
Yeah.
This was actually the first Magical Girl May fan art that got shared with me, because this was like on May 1st when they shared this, and it's a couple of magical boys.
May 1st, really? That's amazing. Good timing.
I love seeing magical boys. I always love seeing them.
Mm-hmm.
And these are great.
Love the colors.
I
think it's nice seeing scantily clad dudes getting the treatment that girls get when magical.
That water's really nice. Sorry, I just noticed. I noticed the lighting on the water. How good that is.
Yeah, I like, Mr. Magius does a lot of fan art, and I like the way they do, outfits and colors and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
the blue one.
Yeah, I like the tendency towards these fun, bright, poppy colors.
Mm-hmm. The blue one. Luciano, I believe is how that name is pronounced. That name looks just enough like Lucario that now I've, like, connected the two in my head. This boy is human Lucario, and there's nothing wrong with that. I like Lucario. I just like Pokemon.
Everything is Pokemon.
It's just twins talking about Lucario. Next we got Excalibur, who Okay, so the thing is, I don't know who Krieg is from Borderlands, but I do know Ryoku Mato... I don't know how to pronounce their name. Girl from Kill la Kill. I do know that outfit.
Yes.
And seeing anyone in this outfit is always like, wow.
Does her sword have a saw blade at the end of it like that? I thought it was just scissor sword. If not, then that's what a fun way to like bring Borderlands back into it. Because Borderlands is all I feel like it's all saw blades and shotguns with like long sights for some reason.
Yeah, all of those things plus gas mask and you have Borderlands.
I like Ryuko's outfit. I love seeing it on different characters like this.
Absolutely.
So I think this is a real delight.
It's real, like, liney, like, stripy, and it looks nice because of that.
Yeah, without you ever getting lost. Like, what line is that? Oh no, it's like, that's her legs. You can see them real good.
Mm-hmm. Dang. I have bad old person eyes. Mahono Taki. Taki? I think I said it all wrong. This magical person. They made a phoenix magical girl. And look at how fucking pretty she is.
Adorable. Gorgeous.
Absolutely adorable.
Once again, gorgeous colors. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned this, because I think I also retweeted it, or maybe I just left a comment, but she also kind of looks like Kazooie as well. Like, when I first saw her, I was like, it's Kazooie! And then I read the tweet, and I'm like, it's a phoenix! And they look very similar, and I just love it, because it's like, it feels like it's doubling up. Like, what if Kazooie evolved, you know?
Like, both options is so cool and pretty. And these colors are so good together.
They are. They've picked a nice skin tone that, like, matches the overall color tone without drowning it out, you know? Without becoming, like, too much of the same thing.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
I agree. I had thought the same thing, but I couldn't figure out a way to articulate it. My brain kept rotating back to the word rosy. Just very warm looking. And a good choice for the background also. Just makes everything pop forward.
Yes.
Also, that ponytail, I want to see her in motion, because her fighting would be so cool with that long ponytail like that.
It really would. Also, her bangs are just cute. It's just a cute design, just in general. Next, Super Surge, who did... So we made a decision going into this podcast that we would only highlight one piece of fan art per person, just to make it fair. Surge made a lot of fan art, and check it all out. A lot of fun, a lot of very unique, different, distinct designs. We had to narrow it down, and we went with this one.
Yeah, I really like the colors on her. I really like how, like, she looks so frigid, but then those little pops of red, that's tasty right there, you know?
Mm-hmm. Beautiful, beautiful.
And, I really like how they managed to make an ice character with white hair and blue, and it doesn't feel like one of the Shnees in Ruby, you know?
Yeah.
It feels distinctly like themselves.
The skin tone helps.
It does.
With that.
Being Russian-esque also helps.
Yes, yeah. I have that hat, by the way. Those hats are so cute. I think they're weirdly difficult to draw. They can so easily just end up looking like a footstool, you know?
Just wearing a potato on your head.
And I think Surge nailed it.
Yeah, absolutely. Great work.
Mm-hmm. Check out the rest of Surge's stuff if you all have the time. This is another person, Nep. They also had several fan art, all of them very cool, very beautiful. We decided to narrow it down to this one because the water looks amazing.
I love this
and
one.
And the koi. Look at that. That fish is like, that's a real ass fish.
that like photorealistic, hyper-realistic fish.
This design it feels very Madoka as well. Like, It feels like something that could fit right in with the mobile game. Like, this is the splash art on the card.
100%, yes.
Yeah. I'm also such a sucker for this two-toned hair thing, where, like, the inside of the hair is a different color from the outside.
Yeah,
That's so
I
good.
love that. I never think of doing that with my designs, and it's so cool every time.
I only think to do it when I give characters, like, hyper long hair. And I keep going like, no, be more creative, and then I don't.
It's so easy to fall back into your rut.
Exactly.
Shadow's Embrace 66 went above and beyond and designed the three of us as magical girls. And they're really cool. They had two different tweets, one of just us in our outfits and another one of us with our weapons. And we're going to take a closer look at the weapons one, because look how dynamic. Ooh, wow.
Look at how good those feathers look on Allison's. Look at those.
Right?
Yeah, this one is...
I can feel them.
This one is incredible. Like, a lot of attention to detail. And if you look at the tweet, like, there's, like, breakdowns of, like, the mechanics of things, the names for things, like designs for the weapons, like, on a separate, like, laid out sheet. It's really cool.
And, like, in the original one, where, like, the first just design of us, like, you can see, like, we have chains, but the chains are all different shapes from each other, and we all have different, like, intricate, like, interlocking symbols on ourselves that are different from each other, too. It's really, really cool and impressive. And,
I think
amazing.
they've mentioned that they took some inspiration from Bayonetta. I feel like I remember that. But I'd love to kind of, I don't know, like, get a whole breakdown on how they decided on things like, you know, hair length and color palette and overall design. You know, I think that'd be tons of fun, because I like picking the brains of artists like that. Because everything's decided on for a reason, and I think they're so unique, you know?
Yeah. Super cool. Really cool. Also, I got the best weapon, just gonna say.
This foreshortening is so good. I'm not good enough to draw that.
I love chain weapons. Just perfect. Perfect. Moving on. Dang, my small baby eyes can't see it.
It's Gemini.
It's Gemini doing this really, really badass fan art.
Yeah, I really like her hair. She looks so much cooler than me. I would want to sit with her at lunch, but I'd be scared because I'm not cool enough to sit with her.
I love how the skirt is dark, but you can still see these intricate, like, designs of black on top of the darkness of the skirt.
Very cool.
That's not easy.
Yeah, I feel like also, I don't know, my crunchy eyes, I think I can see, like, an interesting pattern along the rim of the skirt, like the edge of it. It feels like it's someone running. It makes me want to see her spin, so then, like a picture book, you can, like, see the design go. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Gemini had also mentioned something interesting in their tweet about this, like, I don't know if it counts if a magical girl is wearing black. A magical girl can wear anything. Black counts. It doesn't matter. Do you have a cute goth magical girl? Still a magical girl.
Exactly. Homura.
Exactly.
Saturn.
Well, Saturn's purple.
Pluto? One of them? No, I don't
Pluto's
think anyone of them
weirdly green. But yeah, this is so fun. I absolutely love the color palette.
Yes, beautiful.
Also, the face thing in the background scares me, and I like that.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
It, like, helps stand out from other magical girls. Just like, look at that giant face back there.
Yeah, who's that guy?
Next is Orange Abyss 8, who also did a bunch of different tweets and fan art and stuff. We narrowed it down to this one because this is their team. The whole
I always
team
love seeing
together.
teams, because especially for magical girl stories, it's kind of like Sentai, you know, like Power Rangers. You know, they always get to be really color coordinated and color coded and color coded rather, and so it's just so much fun.
All the color
getting
things.
To be like all the color things, and it's like, what colors did you pick? I want to see them all.
I like how these girls, they all have black and a color. And it's just nice.
Very nice.
It's a fun crew.
It is, yeah.
Also, I like
Look at
their
that
little.
one.
I like the little, like, I think this is a little, like, mouse-like mascot up there. That's cute.
I like how the one that he's sitting on the head of, the mouse guy, I like that, if you look, she's got really long-ass braids, and if you've seen me draw anyone with braids, you know I'm a sucker for that.
Yep.
Make them touch the floor.
Braids always in motion so that they can, like, go to lengths beyond the floor.
Yeah. Mei Mei also similarly had a whole team designed, and if you go into the thread of their tweet that I have, you can see all of them in full detail with little descriptions and stuff too, and also they made a video, like a little speed paint video, drawing all their magical people, and that's cool.
always love seeing speed paints. I love seeing how different people approach their art differently. It's so much fun. I really like Sakura's design here. These, like, cute flower hair bun accessory things, those are so dang cute. Look at them.
Yeah, this is a really fun, unique design.
I'm always a sucker for magical girl with guns.
Yeah.
I think it's
She's
so
really
unique.
cool. I really like that the guns are white and yellow, while her design is primarily pink, because I think it'd be easy to be like, make the guns also pink, but this way they, like, really stand out, but they still match with, like, her, like, midsection area and her eye color, and so you can easily spot the gun, but it still feels like part of the entire design. Like, it all works together really well. Yeah, and I'm great job. I'm proud of you.
This one from Snowberry Queen. I really like this one. I like some of the, like, it's just, like, half of their faces, but they all look so cute and distinct, and this little, like, doll one is, I love.
Yes.
Looks like there are fairy tales and myths. I bet the doll one's gonna be Pinocchio. Your favorite is always Pinocchio.
I mean it to be either. Oh, and I just realized they did that thing that I also love, where the shine in their eyes are different shapes. Oh, no.
Every time I try to do that, it doesn't look right. I'm always so jealous when people can do that and make it look good.
Gorgeous. I think my favorite is the green one.
I was looking at her too.
She's
I like her a
really
lot
pretty.
as well.
Yeah. I love the hair texture. So this is also a great one to show that if you're not confident, or if you don't want to draw all 5 with full body outfits, you can go small and then expand from there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. These, like, primarily monochrome type of pictures are also super fun as well. Like, I'm sure their skin isn't actually blue and purple. It might be. I don't know. That works too. But kind of, like, figuring out and boiling down your characters, especially in a group like this, to, like, what is their color? Let's do that. That can be really fun as well, because it can kind of help you, like, get a good visual on, like, do I even like these colors together, or have I accidentally picked 4 shades of pink and then 1 purple, and you realize, I messed up.
I also realized while you were talking that the shine in their hair is the same shape as the shine in their eyes.
Oh my
gosh, look at that! And that looks so good!
Adorable.
I can't do that either, and I'm also jealous. I love that. That's great.
We're getting into fan art of Twins' magical girls from your Pokemon video.
Yay!
This is
Hell yeah.
Aura. And this is you going through a whole transformation.
It's me! I look so magical and cool!
Getting your makeup.
Yeah! I had to cut those down. Because Sailor Moon, fun fact, Sailor Moon, she'll be like, Moon! Prism! Power! And I'm like, you taking too long, honey. It was
Yes, come Raimi! Come faster!
And then, like, you'll get more, and it'll be like, activate, moon, prism, power, rainbow, backflip.
Backflip!
Usagi,
please! But yeah, Aura says that it's a teaser, that they're gonna make a bunch of fan art, and I'm excited. I love all fan art. Do you think you can't draw? Well, too bad. Do it anyway. Send it my way.
I love it all the time.
Yeah. I'm always delighted. Don't ever apologize. I'm sorry it's not good. Don't. I still like it. You little bitch. I'm sorry.
I like how...
No, but for real. I absolutely love seeing fan art. Oh, send it to me and don't ever be sorry for it.
I like how Aura knows you and is like, yes, sparkle effects? All.
Yeah.
Every.
How many? 1,000.
Yes. How to make twins magical girl. Step 1, draw cute girl. Step 2, sparkle, 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 sparkle.
Step 3, more sparkle.
Yeah. Did you think you put enough sparkle? You didn't. Go back.
And more. Treat sparkle like it's garlic in a burrito. Just keep going.
Lei has also done another one, so currently, of one of your other magical girls, your Vespiquen.
Yeah.
And here's this is so cute. The fan art of your starter. Oh, so
Hell
cute.
yeah.
Adorable.
Lei's one of the ones who are like, I'm gonna draw them all, and I'm like, good luck. I'm excited to see it all. But yeah, they've got sunlight, and look at how, it's really nice seeing them like next to each other like this, because it kind of lets you sort of take in all the different little details. It's so fun.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that it shows off how she like opens up as she like reveals her eyes more. Oh, it's such a cute art style.
She looks so sweet.
I know.
I love her hair, specifically when she's a Ralts. This hairstyle, I love this hairstyle.
It's really good.
When they cover their eyes like this, oh, so fucking cute.
I gotta design more characters with their eyes covered. Absolutely love this. So delighted.
And then this is our last one that we got. It's from Ruthie Webb, and it's more fan art. It's your Purloin and Hiyori, your melodic.
Yeah. Hiyori is real popular. A lot of people like her, which thank the Lord, because drawing the design on her Hiyori took an eternity. And so I'm glad people like it. I'm also real happy to see the Purloin as well, because she's got to be one of my favorite designs that I came up with. So
you knocked it out of the park with both of them, and this one does too. Like, this art is amazing.
I know, right? Look at that cute, like, rain effect. Also, they proposed the headcanon that Tsukuyomi, that's the Purloin, that she's afraid of bugs because of my adventures of forgetting that dark type is weak to bugs. And I'm like, yes, I am here for this.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
It's so good. It's so smart. I love it. I was like, that's canon now.
I love that kind of thing, of like ascribing personality traits to Pokemon through something that happened in the adventure.
Yeah. That's so, and I'm never clever enough to come up with that, I feel like. Like, I'm always too busy just attributing characteristics onto them regardless of the adventure.
I feel like same. Like, when I did my comic version of a Nuzlocke way long time ago, it was just like, arbitrarily, you are this. Nothing will change my mind. This is you.
Yeah, that's why I love the fan interaction, because they'll do that. They'll, like, come up with these really interesting kind of it's exactly like Twitch plays Pokemon, you know, where fans are so often the creative ones crafting like a whole secondary narrative to these sorts of things, and it's so fun. I love seeing it.
It doesn't matter how many, if you have no good ideas, everyone out there definitely has a million definitely better ideas.
Exactly.
And that's all the fan art that we have. We're recording this on the 27th, so if you tweet us any more fan art post the 27th, sorry it didn't make it into the podcast, but anyone who's listening, check out all 3 of our Twitters, where we will like or comment or retweet. I always quote tweet more fan art and magical girl May stuff all the time, and check out all these cool artists and stuff.
Yeah, also check out the hashtag Magical Girl May. There's other people who, independently of us, have also, like, decided to do Magical Girl May. I suppose the alliteration of the month is not the most unique thing on Earth. And their art was really cute, too. Like, I liked getting to go through the hashtag and not just seeing, like, the people who were already tweeting at us, the fan art, but also these other people just also drawing cute magical girls. It's so fun. So yeah, you can find a lot of cool stuff in the hashtag, regardless of if you even like our content.
Yeah, person who doesn't like our content and yet sat down and we're like, alright, time to listen to an hour of these dumb bitches. I want to hear them speak and go boo.
I don't like you, but I do like magical girls.
Yeah. Oh, what a conundrum that would be. Oh, I love Magical Girl May. I hate these 3 so much. I want to go to the hashtag and not see them. I'm sorry.
So this has been a super fun Magical Girl May of season 2.
Crazy, wild, super busy, very fun month.
Just like with every anime, season 2 ended up being... I'm sorry, I think I just talked over you. I think we spoke at the same time, Critter.
I think we're good.
Okay, I was saying that just like every good anime, season 2 ended up being way better than season 1.
Yes. I'm still working on one last video that I gotta crank out sometime between now and Tuesday, 'cause that's the last day of May.
I'm working on, fun fact, bonus fact about twins. Doodly-doo, that's the bonus fact jingle. So, I've been playing the Vocaloid mobile game, Project Sekai. 10 out of 10, high recommend. That's, okay. So, something I did is I chose to spend $15 on the game, in order to get extra goodies. Because I was like, I have $15 to spend, I like this game, so let's do that. It also was supposed to come with 4 outfits that I could put onto the characters. And then I realized that I have to play the game more to get all those rewards and outfits and stuff.
That you paid for.
I've been talking yes, all month I've been talking about the thing that I paid $15 to have to play the game more if I want to get my money's worth. And I'm running out of time. I've been doing math to make, and it's not hard math, but it is math, to make sure that I'm, like, on pace to get all the things before the month runs out.
Jeez. I'm really glad that you decided that in this month, that not only...
I know, also, it was the month also where, for the first 3 weeks of it, I was working my ass off to make a fucking playthrough. So, I'll, on the last day of the month, I will leave a comment on this video, and it will either be, I got all the goodies, or I did not get all the goodies. And you know what that means. So come find me on the 31st. Or 30th, rather, I think. Come find me on the 1st of next month.
Well, I guess that's it for this magical podcast.
Yeah, it's either that or I keep talking about Miku.
Everyone listening watching. Check out all of the cool, fun things we talked about. Our videos, Allison's Patreon, all the fan art, all of it. Go enjoy all of it.
And go watch a new anime. Even if it's one that you're like, I don't know if that'll be any good. Find a magical girl anime and watch it anyway, because if it's bad, then you can riff on it with your friends.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Adios.
I hope you had fun.
I don't.